Hello Gemini, welcome to your March 2022 reading. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you this month. Now, as always, this is a general reading and it may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that resonate and leave the rest behind. Now, this deck is absolutely impossible to shuffle. I usually take flippers, but I'm going to have to do this. Oh, nice. The gem. Oh, Gemini. Gem. Haha, I like that. All right, lame. Moving on. Let's get you two spirit animal oracles and then we will move on to your tarot. I'm not focusing on love or career in particular. I mean, the last two signs before you have been getting love, but we will see. I try to keep these as general as I possibly can. Oh, beautiful. Two of my favorites. We have Nightingale and we have Camel. Lovely cards. Now, the gem. The gem is, well, your inner treasure. It's your talent. It's what makes you unique. This is that energy of you standing in contrast to your surroundings almost, and you can't find this gem or this energy when you're surrounded by just comfort and pleasantries. You don't find it when life is easy, okay? Because as we know, precious stones, they develop slowly deep in the earth. Only when there is a lot of pressure and darkness that is helping polish them. So similarly, you need to delve beneath the surface, like one mines for precious gems. To find yours, which is unique and individual to yourself, you need to dig a little deeper. You need to understand that your gem or your destiny is unlike anybody else's. No diamond found in the rough is going to be exactly the same as another diamond, much like snowflakes, right? So ask yourself, what is it that shows you that little bit of sparkle? What moments in your life have shown you that glimmer of the diamond inside you? And then again, this is that energy of having to dig really deep to find your skills, to find your talents, to find that inner wisdom that makes you who you are. Gemini, this is beautiful. And I'm getting that some of you may have been through a tremendously difficult time recently. And I mean, the nodes have shifted from Gemini and Sagittarius to Taurus and Scorpio. So I feel like it has been a massive transition for Geminis in particular. But I feel like all of that, whatever it is you've been through, it's polished you. It's made you a stronger person. I mean, diamonds are indestructible, almost, right? So I feel like it's made you indestructible. All of this wisdom and pain that you've been through has made you incredibly strong. Now, we have Nightingale, and I love that this has come out for you because it's a very mercurial energy, and Mercury is your ruler. This talks about having a fearless voice. It talks about speech, communication. It could even talk about singing for some. Some of you may be singers. So the nightingale is a tiny bird. It's a tiny, very unassuming brown colored bird. But when she opens her mouth, it's otherworldly. It's almost spiritual. I feel that there could be something that, firstly, I'm getting two things. One, it could be that some of you are relying on music, whether it's your own or somebody else's, to heal the deepest wounds that we all experience in life. Some of you may be required, now that this card is here, you may be required to almost build a bridge between your heart and your voice. What is it that you need to say? Is there something that you've been keeping hidden? It's almost like you need to let it out now. There needs to be a conversation, or even if it's not a conversation with one person in particular, it's almost about speaking your truth, knowing how you're representing yourself in the world. You know, and this energy has been quite prevalent for you, Gemini. Remember, you kept getting ascendant in your February readings about changing how you are perceived in the world. So speak your truth. And now that Mercury finally is out of retrograde for now, I think it's going back into retrograde in May. So we're good for March and April. It's a great time to communicate how you feel. Now we have Camel. It's a beautiful card. Okay, so the Camel is independent. The Camel is resourceful and can handle absolutely anything because there's a lot of nourishment that the Camel carries within his humps. Now, this creature is very balanced because even though the camel, as we know, walks around in the desert in the scorching heat, it's almost like he can handle it. And the scorching heat can represent anger, it can represent chaos. But whenever the heat gets to the camel, it's almost like he's self-reliant enough to tap into that inner water that he is storing and calms down and quenches that heat and that thirst within him. So I feel like right now, considering we have Nightingale with that beautiful soft tone of voice, I feel like either you are bringing about harmony within your relationships, could be within your family, could be within your workplace, but it's almost like you're a mediator and you're bringing about the peace because of all the nourishment that you have within you. And I feel that you're bringing things into balance. It does talk about balancing fire and water. So I don't know if you're dealing with fire signs or water signs or you have them heavily in your chart, but I think it's a wonderful energy to work with. It can also talk about travel to faraway lands. So take it how it resonates. Travel may be coming up for a few of you again because Mercury has finally gotten out of retrograde. All right, let's see now. Moving on to your tarot. This guy is not leaving anybody alone. My goodness. You have the Five of Swords, you have the Ace of Cups. Taurus got the Ace of Cups in the exact same position. And in fact, they got Five of Swords here. Interesting. We have Strength, Leo energy, Two of Wands, Four of Wands. Whoa. Wow, that's way too many cards, but I'll take them. We have the Devil, we have the Sun. Again, Leo, Capricorn. My God, how many major arcana? Scorpio energy. We have the Death card. We have Two of Wands, like I said. And we have the Four of Wands. Wow. Intense reading right here. My goodness. We have the Four of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Okay, let's skim over this real quick before we clarify. I need to adjust my camera, sorry. Okay. Gemini, with the Five of Swords, there's almost a sense of putting a band-aid on a bullet wound. That's what I'm getting from this. The Five of Swords can mean a lot of things, but it's the energy of having a shortcut to success, not wanting to put in too much work, but just needing to get to that point because, well, that's your goal. The Ace of Cups is an offer of love, one that you make towards yourself by filling your own cup with self-nourishment, or it could be a cup of love that is offered to you from an external source. Strength, and it's interesting how we have Strength and the Sun, both Leo cards right under each other. This is the fifth house. This is romance. It's creativity, passion. It talks about the heart. The Strength card also talks about holding back sometimes. It can talk about fear. So we will see what this could be regarding. With the Four of Wands and the Four of Pentacles right next to each other, it's almost like you're holding on to an idea of a commitment. Now, if this is commitment regarding the workplace or in a relationship, we will see. With the Two of Wands, there is something you are leaving behind and setting an intention to start something new. And the Death card right next to that just confirms that statement, because the Death card talks about transformation, moving on from one particular energy and putting your energy into something new. Then we have the Sun. Whatever this transformation is bringing about a lot of joy. But with the Devil card, there's a bit of a hiccup. Capricorn energy. There is something that is just keeping you almost tied up. you're not being able to move forward. Even though you may have taken that quantum leap into this new reality of yours, it's almost like in the 5D, there are certain chords that still need cutting. Let's see. We have the Three of Pentacles atop the Five of Swords. Now, in the workplace, it could mean that some of you are being taken advantage of almost. It's almost like you're putting in all the hard work, and the person you are working with is taking all the credit. All right, we have the Nine of Cups atop the Ace of Cups. This is a wish being fulfilled for some of you. This offer of love or whatever it is, it's coming about after a lot of pain, after a lot of burden. I'm getting two things here. If it comes to your career with the Ten of Wands, like I was telling Taurus also, the Ten of Wands, yes, is a very burdensome energy, but every single wand in the Ten of Wands is a skill or a talent that you may have picked up along the way. So it just makes you very wise, and it makes you very strong, even because anyone who has to carry 10 wands of that size on their back, well, their muscles become stronger. So I feel like whatever it is that you've been through has made you stronger at this time. That pressure has made you gleam. But I am getting that whatever this skill and talent that you have honed over time, it's being disregarded. And that is something that you need to well address, I feel. I'm going to get one more card here. I think this reading is going to be exceptionally long. The Fool. Yeah, for some of you, it's possible that a new job may be on the horizon, or a new business plan may be on the horizon with the Fool card. Because the 10 of every 10 in the tarot talks about an ending with a new beginning attached to it. And the Fool card right here is that new beginning. Right before the Nine of Cups is the Eight of Cups, which talks about walking away from something. So some of you may be walking away from this energy. If this was career or love, it could even be a relationship where your effort wasn't appreciated or it wasn't reciprocated. And I feel like you guys are just moving on from that. And what's beautiful is that energy of moving on, the Eight of Cups, it needs one more cup for you to reach the Nine of Cups, which is a wish being fulfilled. With the Ace of Cups here, for a lot of you, I'm getting you're pouring all that love into yourself right now. And I think that's absolutely wonderful. We'll see. It is possible that this is an offer coming your way as well. We will address that. Wow, okay. Too many cards. How many cards are you getting, Gemini? Yikes. Okay. Yeah, I get this. Right. Okay, this is you realizing that you can't escape the truth. This is you realizing and accepting almost that whatever didn't work out in the past, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't run away from it. We have the Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords. If we had just gotten the Seven of Swords, I would say that you're running away, you're not healing. But with the Six of Swords and the Six of Pentacles atop strength, you are realizing that right now, at least in your life, the only person who can bring about that balance for you and bring about that peace for you is you. And it's almost a little bit mistrustful of other energies, but I don't blame you right now, honestly. Let's see, why is the Four of Wands here? The Queen of Cups. And the Knight of Cups. Wow, all right. So like I said, that Ace of Cups could be love you're putting into yourself, or it could be love coming from an external source. Wow, I feel like it could be once you do that inner work. And I always say this with the Nine of Cups, it's like that is the goal, to reach the Nine of Cups, not the 10. Because once you reach the Nine of Cups, the 10 of Cups is almost guaranteed, because you are complete within yourself. You are happy with the 9 cups that you have. You're not expecting more. And that is that idea of detachment from the outcome. And that makes the universe bring in the 10th cup for you, which is another offer, another person, a partner. And I feel that's what's happening here. Once you're releasing the past, you're putting work into yourself and love into yourself, and that is when the Wheel of Fortune turns. The Wheel of Fortune is not something that you or I can control. It's something that the universe controls. It's a card of divine timing. It's about accepting whatever outcome comes about for you and realizing that the Wheel of Fortune will always and always turn in your favor. So once this shift happens with the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Wands, I see commitment coming about. Whoa, this is insane. We have the Lovers atop the Two of Wands, leaving a relationship behind. And it's not like, I'm not saying, okay, you've just gone through a difficult relationship, you've just gone through a painful breakup, you need to start dating right away. No, there is always a time frame when it comes to manifestation. Whether you're actually manifesting something for yourself or the universe is manifesting something for you. We do have Four of Swords in the middle, which is exactly what I'm saying. There needs to be a period of healing. But then again, these are paper cards, right? I'm just reading the energy. Whatever time frame comes about within these 2 episodes is something that you will have to experience. But letting go of the past is bringing beautiful things in for you. Let's see the Death card, the Moon. Exactly. This is Pisces energy. This is that energy of whatever was hidden, whatever fears you had when it came to love or even career, to be honest. It's almost like you're done looking for answers because they're just not coming about. You know what I mean? It's like when you're constantly searching for clarity, you reach a point where you're like, well, maybe I'm not meant to receive it. Maybe I'm just meant to let go. You know, because we become very investigative sometimes, and that can lead to a lot of inner turmoil. I'm not saying ignorance is bliss, but I'm also saying sometimes one does need to let go. You know, and I see you letting go. King of Swords, exactly, cutting out what is not serving you, being very logical when it comes to this, and that doesn't surprise me. Again, you're ruled by Mercury, you're an air sign, you rule the mind, you're very logical, very even witty. You guys have a great sense of humor, but I feel like most of you think more from your head than your heart, and I feel like that's going to serve you very well right now. And I think I've said this to you before. When the heart is broken, you can't expect it to make wise decisions. Your mind will never be broken. Your mind will always be objective. It's the heart that brings about those feelings and brings about that bias in our intelligence. You know what I mean? But when you're thinking from your head, that self-preservation kicks in and your mind starts eliminating concepts that aren't good for your highest good. Good for your highest good. Well, I said what I said. All right. We have the Eight of Swords. Stressing about happiness. Quite literally. Stressing if you will ever be happy. Temperance. You will be. You need to balance the light and dark. And it's interesting how we have light and dark right next to each other. And we have Temperance. Sagittarius energy. This is that energy of knowing that life is full of shadows, knowing that there is darkness, embracing that darkness and taking it upon yourself to transmute that darkness to the light. And in the process, realizing that that transformation will always come about for you. You will never just sit and rot and marinate in that dark, in that shadow, you know. But this is a conscious effort that needs to be made on your end with the Eight of Swords. This is not something that is just going to magically land into your lap. With the Eight of Swords, you need to take the blindfold off and take that step forward into the light, you know. And the Tower. Interesting. My God. You know, everyone, okay, Aries got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Taurus and you have both got the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. How ridiculous is that? These cards are being constantly shuffled. I need one more here. This is intense energy. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This transformation, whatever this is, and there is a transformation. My God, there is. With the Four of Pentacles, I do see you holding on to the past a little bit, but I want one more main card here because this is very, very intense for me. The Wheel of Fortune almost popped up. Eight of Swords. You're not letting this transformation happen because you're stuck in your head, Gemini. The Tower atop the Devil is a beautiful energy, in my opinion. It's that shake up that is needed to break the bonds from the past. But it's almost like you're not letting it happen, or you're thinking that this is way too slow. This transformation isn't coming about. I remember when I was rewatching The Secret, there was this one scene in which they say, oh, there was this guy and he was manifesting a trip to Africa. He wanted to see the safari and the migration or something like that. And he was just like, oh, why isn't this happening for me? It needs to come about right now. And he blinks and there's an elephant in his living room pooping all over the place. So sometimes whatever it is that you want, the happiness, the light, the change that you want, if it comes about prematurely, either you will not appreciate it or it's just going to be fleeting. If you want that permanent happiness, we can bring about happiness, we can go shopping, we can go listen to music, we can, go on a date and flirt around, whatever. But that's all temporary happiness. What is permanent happiness? Something that comes about and will never go away, no matter what life throws at you. That is your goal. The Sun card is no ordinary energy. This is what you're working towards. So don't get impatient. I can't believe I'm getting more cards after everything that you've already got. We have the Three of Cups, a celebration. This could be you having to or wanting to... Ten of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Amazing. 3 tens. You wanting to collaborate, you wanting to get in touch with your soul tribe, with old friends, and exchanging wisdom. We do have Nightingale. Exchanging that almost pain, everything that you've been through, and seeking comfort and guidance from the people who you trust. But there is so much loveliness coming about for you, Gemini. You need to get out of your head and realize everything you are going through, it's just polishing you. Trust me when I say that. These are not empty words. This is something I have been going through personally and have gone through in the past. And it just makes you stronger. And it makes your relationship stronger. It makes your career stronger. It makes your mind stronger, your body stronger. Don't let whatever this is make you weak. Because that's not the intention the universe had when it threw these life lessons your way. All right, very long reading, but I hope this helped you guys. Enjoy March. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.